Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Bear Cave Podcast, episode number 2. We actually decided to follow through with it, and I'm with Hunter as usual.
Hey guys.
So, Hunter, how was your day? How was your spring break?
Day's been pretty interesting because we just got off spring break.
Oh yeah,
But me and a couple of friends road tripped it up to New York
nice.
and to Boston.
Oh,
We got there. We left Friday at like 6 p.m. and drove straight through to New York. Got there like 10, hung out there for a couple of days, and then drove to Boston. And we got there right before the nor'eastern hit, whatever that snowstorm is.
oh, a snowstorm. I don't know what's good, dude. I'm in Florida. We're both in Florida. We know.
I called it a blizzard, but
We don't know what that is. What is a blizzard? I don't know.
It was awesome. Definitely.
Right.
Like, I haven't seen snow since I was like 12.
I saw it once this year, and that was the first time.
Where at?
North Carolina.
Uh,
I was up at a Young Life camp. It's pretty cool. But
yeah.
yeah,
And we did the typical, like, we frolicked in the snow through snowballs.
mm,
The girls we were staying with weren't too. I mean, they like went out with us to jump in the snow, but they were kind of tired of it because they'd been there for 4 years. And then stayed there for a couple days. I got stories from Boston. It's a great place. I love Boston.
why don't you grace us with one of those stories?
First of all, shout out to the girls up there, Larissa, Flavia, Leanne. If you ever listen to this, thank you for your hospitality. But during the storm, they had a driving ban, and we were like classes were canceled, so we all just chilled in the apartment, and we started day drinking at about
Classic.
12:30 or 1.
Sick, dude.
It's not. I haven't really done that before. And so that was fun.
Like
and,
full on drinking.
Yeah, like we started with mimosas and like whiskey got brought out, and
Oh man.
we played a Game of Thrones board game. It's like Risk.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, you like take over territories and stuff.
Yep.
But it was way more complicated, and you generally had to understand kind of like the Game of Thrones like world, and
Yeah.
it was really cool. We played
Oh
that.
boy, do I.
Great show.
Shout out.
Shout-
Shout out Got.
Um,
Sponsored. Not really. Not a
The next season's kind of what, 2019?
Dude, I don't know. Too long. That's all I know.
We played that game for 6 hours.
Oh, well, that's one round, obviously.
It was
Because risk takes so long. It's like Monopoly, it just never ends.
Monopoly's dope though.
Monopoly. Alright. Unpopular opinion, I like credit card Monopoly the most, because you don't need paper money. You just credit card. There you go. No one cheats. You can't cheat.
Very unpopular opinion.
Very hot take right there. There's a hot take.
We'll just have a poll, and then
We'll create a poll and see what goes on with that. But yeah.
Yeah, and then let's see what else. They did that, and then we went to this girl's apartment and like drank there.
More drinking. Nice.
I got a back massage from this girl. That was pretty cool. Like a full on like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Forgot her name, but nice gal, nice girl.
That's a wasted opportunity
and so-
right there.
We were originally supposed to leave Thursday to go to Virginia. Because like
Yeah.
past, I don't know what that date would be. But we decided not to. So we were supposed to leave on the 15th from Boston to go to Virginia to see Ben's brother and something else.
Okay.
But when we were at this girl's apartment, they have this thing called Tits Thursday. It means tavern in the square. Like that's like a bar.
Okay. It's a misleading
Yeah,
title, but all right.
especially like we're in like a room of girls, and they also, you guys should go to Tits Thursday. We're like, oh, wait a
hang
minute.
on, what? Well, right there should be a red flag that it's not what you think it is if girls are telling you to go to Tits Thursday.
It's just Thursday. And so they all voted and said that we should go. And so to make it to where we needed to go, we would have to leave like Friday at 3 a.m.
Oh.
So let's weigh these options here. Leave Thursday, have plenty of sleep, and be able to see things, or go out with a bunch of cool people. We went out.
Classic. All right. Nice.
And we left Boston at 2:30 in the morning on Friday.
Yikes.
Yeah. And that Thursday, so like the night we went to Tits, we also went to Sam Adams Brewery tour.
Okay.
We got there like 1. The tour didn't start till like 1:30. So we had 30 minutes of just like sampling beers, and there was a lot of drinking on Thursday. Like the Sam Adams 76 is like their new one. It's like revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
Like it mixes like a lager and an ale or something like that. I don't know. They were giving us free drinks, so like didn't really care. And so went through that tour, and we found a bunch of girls from FSU.
That's weird.
Yeah. One of them, or like out of the 5, I think 2 still go here, and the other 3 already graduated, but they're all friends from high school or whatever.
Okay.
Going on for a spring break trip.
Right.
And as we saw them, they're like, yeah, we went and yelled out, go Knowles. You guys didn't answer, so it was kind of awkward. And I was like, oh,
wow.
That's my bad.
You guys look like dicks, don't you?
Yeah, but we said sorry, and then we hung out with them, and like kept drinking with them throughout the tour. I got drunk on the tour.
Classic.
And then that night went to Tits, so like I drank, got drunk,
The bar.
Yeah.
Not the.
What?
Biology.
What?
All right, that totally went over here. You said then I went to Tits, and I was like the bar, not the biology.
Yeah.
Never mind. All right.
I just did like the finger guns.
I heard that. I could tell what you were doing.
Anyways, so like I got drunk there, and then I took time to get back, and like I was kind of hungover, and then we started drinking again to go to the bar, and like I've never done like twice drunk in a day. It's not fun. And then start driving at 2:30 in the morning. Luckily, I didn't drive. Ben drove for probably 4.5 hours, and then I took over. So I'm driving hungover. We're going to Washington.
Yikes!
We saw the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the
stole it.
Ha ha ha.
Hey, that's not a rated movie, all right? I don't want to hear.
Okay, I don't. Nicolas Cage is an interesting man.
He's an interesting man. The dude can remember. Like I saw this this one thing. One thing Snapchat is actually the new update's actually been interesting of is it promotes like these more like I guess channels, quote unquote. You know how there's like BuzzFeed News, which is always stupid.
Yeah.
8 ways to improve your diet to weigh the same amount of pounds as a baby. Which bagel are you based on this office quiz? All right, no one cares. But anyway, so it was like Vulture or whatever, and they had Nicolas Cage on, and the dude could remember, like they asked him like 10 like lines, and he basically just had to answer, yeah, I said that, or no, I didn't say that in like a movie. And he got 9 out of 10 right, and most of them he could be like, oh yeah, I said that in this movie, or yeah, I said that in this movie, or like, yeah, it was interesting. He's a interesting guy.
That's just a testament to his talent.
He is so talented. Like, come on. Everybody's disgracing the name.
I don't know about that, but
I don't know about that. He kind of. All right. Well, okay. So the thing is, like, most people are like, why is he in so many movies? It doesn't matter. Okay. His manager took all of his money and ran. He had to get it. He had to get it back. Like, what else can you do besides be in movies? If you're Nicolas Cage, you know.
I thought he like bought an island and then went bankrupt.
That might be news to me. I don't know. I don't know in all honesty. I couldn't tell
Hold
you.
on. Fact check. Let's
Fact check. Why did he go?
I
We
got
need like a
this. Why
third
did-
person, like one of our roommates, just to be like, hey Ben, look it up. I want it in 2 minutes or you're fired.
How Nicolas Cage wildly spent $150 million fortune?
All right.
Well, I'm gonna keep entering this. Let's see. Yeah, I went to Washington. Then we went to Virginia to see Ben's brother.
Okay.
This is all Friday. Hit Washington, went to Virginia to see Ben's brother for probably 2 hours. We saw a dead body.
Um,
Let me put into context.
that's a good idea.
His brother is in med school at Virginia,
Hmm.
and he showed us the anatomy lab that they use
Oh.
and the body that they dissect to do all their school stuff. It's a real person.
Yep.
I saw the stomach, the liver, kidney, intestines, the leg, like skin was taken off.
Ugh.
She had lung cancer and like kidney cancer, so I got to see what that looked like, which was pretty cool.
Gross.
It was I thought I would be more grossed out than I was,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was. It was cool.
Yeah. Oh, here's okay. So I found some reasons. He spent a bunch of money on dinosaur skulls. So there's that.
Dinosaur skulls, 2 albino king cobras.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he bought
Two islands.
two islands. Not one island, two. He bought two of them.
The Shah of Iran's Lamborghini.
That's kind of cool though.
Why didn't he just buy his own Lamborghini?
That's because it's the freaking Shah, dude.
Exotic cars and motorcycles.
Uh,
Yachts, plural.
Plural. 4. He bought 4 of them.
A famous
They
haunted
had
house.
12 master bedrooms. One of them had 12 master bedrooms, and it cost $20 million. Famous haunted house, interesting.
Shrunken
Drunken
pygmy.
heads.
That's weird.
Pyramid.
A pyramid tombstone. I feel like I've seen that before.
Is it his or is it somebody's? Like, I don't. Did he just buy? Oh, he has the first Superman comic. That's pretty cool.
All right, that's dope. I respect that. I respect that purchase.
Probably resold that though. He has a crocodile.
Yeah. A shark,
He has a shark.
an octopus,
Octopus.
a private jet, 15 homes around the world,
Jesus.
2 European castles,
Rare art. Okay.
jewelry.
Wow. All right. Oh, he resold the comic for 2.16 million. So more than he bought it for,
Yeah.
which is okay. That's pretty good. Yeah. That was the Nicolas Cage hour here on the Bear Cave podcast. Thanks for listening to that. And now we're gonna move on to our next segment. But yeah, so that's cool. Boston trip. Nice. Yeah, I worked. So
Every day?
no, not every day. I worked Monday for like half a day. I work half days Monday, Friday, and then I work Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday I have completely off. But I usually have class. Well, I have class, but I don't go to it because college. In the last episode, all that. You know, if you don't know what we're talking about, go listen to that one.
Dang, call back to the first episode.
Already, we're just recycling material. Already, we're just running out of things. But yeah, you know, let's just get to the obvious, I think, topic of this month, which is I'm glad I did not bet money on my bracket
Yo, retweet.
because that is a crap fest. I don't know what's happening this year. Last year, I'm gonna toot my own horn here a little bit, but got in the top 1%. Not too shabby, but I was like 3,600 and something. Like I had a pretty good bracket. I got most of the Sweet 16 correct, except for like 2 teams. I got the Final 4 and like Elite 8 all correct, except for one team, which was South Carolina, because nobody predicted that one.
Not at all.
And then I got the winner correct, and the finals
Sorry.
matchup. I got the finals matchup and the winner correct, and then I got the final score correct, which is really weird.
Oh, they're like total.
Yeah, no, I got it was. Wait, I think the final score was, I put like 168 points like total or something like that, and the score was like that. Each one added to that, and it was like 168 points total. It was really weird. Or no, 135 or something like that. 132. I don't know. It was weird. Whatever the final score was, like North Carolina 70 something. It was Gonzaga 60 something. Yeah, it was freak incident. Definitely don't have that luck this year. Very
I'm
glad.
actually looking online now, and even the first round, I got.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so like I figured someone was gonna be an upset. Didn't think it would be. One sad story. One of my usually make like two legit brackets to where it's like, well, I think this person can make it, but I also think this person. So really, the only difference was the winner. But like pretty much everything else is the same, and one of them was Virginia. So.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have Virginia
R.I.P.
making it to the Final Four,
Interesting.
but so Virginia lost to UMBC.
Yep.
Arizona lost to Buffalo. Did not have that.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't have Miami losing to Loyola.
Nope.
Let's go upsets.
I had San Diego State winning. I generally thought they were going to pull that one off.
They did. It was close.
Yeah.
I
had the Michigan games correct. I did call
I
those.
have all those right. I didn't see Syracuse beating TCU.
No.
Rhode Island beating Oklahoma. For some reason, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Even though like Rhode Island's ranked higher.
Yeah.
I just Marshall beating Wichita.
Nope, didn't have that one either.
Yeah, there was just so many upsets, and then
There's a
from
lot.
there, like my bracket, it's just a bunch of red. Like
Oh yeah, it's so bad.
I had Cincy going to the Final Four. I had UNC going to the Final. I had UNC going to the finals.
Yeah.
But go Knowles. FSU's in the
That
Sweet
was
16.
surprising. Hey, last time they played Cincinnati and they lost.
We got wrecked. Yeah.
They were like a second seed and Cincinnati was like a 10th seed. Man, I remember watching that game. That was whoo.
Yeah.
What I think is funny about this whole tournament is that, kind of to go along with what happened, another callback, just recycling material because we can't think of anything else. In the last episode, we talked about how the NCAA pretty much sucks. Nobody's like saying anything right now about that. Nobody's like, oh, well, they're getting all this money from the turn. This is when they make all their money.
Yeah.
Is like this month, and nobody's saying anything because everyone's just like, whoa, basketball. And
Yeah.
I just think it's so funny. But as soon as it ends, someone's gonna be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, they suck. And I don't know. It's gonna be a weird time when this ends. I don't know what's gonna happen, or they'll just forget about it altogether. Who knows?
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone like boycotting March Madness.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I everybody's kind of like afraid to. Because the amount of like entertainment that's happening this month is crazy, obviously, but like, because if you take away that tournament, like what's gonna happen? There's nothing's really gonna like be like that anymore, or they're gonna have to go to a like a God, I hope not, like a burped like a college football type thing, which I don't think anybody wants to see at all.
Like, what I mean is just like, yeah, no, yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Because you
either.
have to replace it with something. You have to
Well,
replace it.
yeah, but like no one's sitting there like I'm not gonna watch the tournament because players aren't getting paid.
Exactly. Which, yeah,
Um,
I mean,
but I just looked
whatever.
up an article. Jalen Rose told players to boycott March Madness until they get paid.
Hmm.
This was Jalen Rose played for Michigan
Yeah.
for the Fab Five.
Yeah.
Because this is like with the whole like scandal that happened. No, he told him to boycott. If I'm a college athlete, I'm not boycotting March Madness.
I wouldn't either because that's also
No.
like a prime. It's a prime time for exposure for a lot of them.
That's
Like,
the biggest
If you're in it, why would you ever? Like, why would you ever do that?
Yeah. Like it's not like teams choose not to play in the NIT tournament.
Yeah.
But you will never see a college turn down
Turn down
NCAA tournament.
Yeah, which I wouldn't even turn down the NIT tournament. Like,
It depends who I am.
I think that's still good exposure, whether or not
Yeah,
like
I would definitely talk to
if you're a rising
but-
player, I would still do that. Like, I think it's something you should do. It's an opportunity that you don't really get,
Yeah.
I would say, especially because you can go far in the NIT tournament and still get like good amount of exposure too.
Yeah, it's also the like money that they get too. They don't get a lot in the NIT.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, but yeah, I don't know. Floyd Mayweather apparently just told TMZ he's gonna apply for an MMA license and hope to fight.
McGregor.
This man wants to die at age 42.
Does he want to fight McGregor or just
He
fight in it?
does, but I don't. Okay,
That's what-
I don't care how much you train. You cannot go into a first fight in the MMA and fight against a championship fighter. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You can't do it. He's gonna
I don't-
die.
He doesn't know how to I mean, he's obviously gonna train, but McGregor's been doing it for
Way longer.
arguably his whole life. And it's just a whole different mindset. Boxing, you jab, whatever.
Yeah.
MMA, you're throwing dudes on the ground. You're
MMA. Oh, here comes a hook. Psych elbow.
knee to the ribs,
Goodbye.
broken femur. Don't know how those are correlated, but it happens.
Lighter gloves. You don't basically no gloves basically.
Yeah, it's just
They're like
those on knuckles.
Yeah, they're like 3 inches of padding and then 1,000 pounds of force breaking your jaw. And it's not like, oh, you just have to last a certain amount of rounds. It's like he puts him in like a guillotine hold, boom, he's done. Like he'll tap out, bam. He doesn't even have to land a punch. He gets you on the ground and you tap out, that's it. It doesn't matter. Which I think is where McGregor would come in anyway, because I feel like because he's heavier and he's taller. And yeah, that was in the fight, and yeah, sure, why not? But I don't know. I think there's a lot of aspect to it. I just think he's gonna step in. He's gonna try and do his running away thing, but I think McGregor's just gonna run in there and crumble him to death. Because you can go in boxing, you know how you can go up and go back against the ropes and everything. And you have to break it. You have to break hold and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a thing. You can go up against the fence and just grind someone into the fence until they're down on the ground, put them in a hold, boom, fight over. It's just, oh man, why is he's, you have enough money, dude. You have enough money. Just stop.
He has too much money.
He has too much money, exactly, and I don't understand. I just don't get it. I really don't. But I don't know. Wow, how long have we been talking for? I honestly don't even know.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it seems like a long time, but I assure you, it's probably only been 15. I don't know actually, but
33.
oh, have you been timing it?
You just go to the Skype window.
Oh.
So like
yeah,
a
we're
little bit
using Skype in case anybody's wondering about
That's
that. I
how the
don't think
professionals do it.
that's how all the they don't meet in person. They don't meet in person. They just do it over Skype. Why not? I don't. It's probably been like 25, but I mean we can
I still have stuff to talk about.
use yeah. Go for it. If you got, I was going to talk about like the process of what we're doing with this, but you can. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that.
The dentist.
That was a smooth transition, but yeah.
Hate. I had to go
Man,
today.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Dentists suck. Am I right, boys? Retweet.
I am hip with the kids.
I am not old. Dentists, man, do they suck?
Yeah, so I went today because I had to keep pushing back my appointments. I originally had it last summer in July. Couldn't do it because I was in Tampa, so I moved it to like December. I put it as like December 20th. I'm not in Tallahassee, so I had to reschedule it again for February. I had an exam that day, had to reschedule it again for today.
Do you not check these, or do you just do it and you just go for it?
Yeah, I just kind of like I'll figure it out because you have to schedule like months in advance.
That's
So I have
true.
no
They always
clue.
ask me, they're like, "What do you want to schedule for?" I'm like, "I don't know. Just call me."
Like today, she's like, "All right, I'll schedule you for September." I'm like, "Who?"
You're good for September 12th. Do you think you could do that? I don't know.
I don't know what I'm doing in 2 days.
I can't plan my life out.
Um,
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
no. But I went in, and my insurance. I'm on my dad's insurance, but his dental insurance, it ended when I turned 22.
Yeah.
Found that out.
Yeah, that's a
So I
regular
did.
thing.
I thought it was just like health insurance, like what 26 or whatever, 27.
Nope, it was different.
It's not. So I had to pay that straight up. Wasn't. It was cheaper than I thought, but still pretty expensive. So I went in, got my cleaning done, my X-rays. I'm good, except I brushed too hard.
Yeah, I've been told that before.
That's that thing, people.
That's a thing.
And because like my gums only on my left side are like down.
Don't mind the dentist stabbing your gums with a pick. You brush too hard. Do you really know what you're doing?
Obviously not, because I'm screwing up my gums.
Do you know what you're doing? Your gums are bleeding a lot. I think it's because you brush too hard.
Or is it the pickaxe you have in your hand?
Or is the complete fishing line that you're trying to stab through my gums?
Yo, my dentist dropped it. She was in my mouth and just like dropped it.
In your
Yeah, like it like caught my cheek.
phrasing. That's funny.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Um,
Reminds me of that one episode. Do you remember Drake and Josh where he was like doing that and he poked it through his tongue?
do I remember Drake and Josh? Boy, of course I do.
So, I mean, okay. Well, you remember what episode I'm talking about then, or no?
No.
Okay. Clearly, you don't remember it then.
Shout out.
Yeah. Rifting on things is hard, by the way. Rifting is something I learned recently. That's a word, not just about music. Watching a podcast and learn that, ironically enough.
I think I can guess which one, but
The only one I ever listened to, yeah. But, no, yeah, I mean, you're good with your dentist story? I mean,
yeah,
it's tangent.
I just don't like and I have to use an extra soft toothbrush now. Do you know how much of a pansy I felt like when she told me that?
Dude, I just used an electric one. I bought an electric one and I just let it do its thing.
Yeah, but I have to wait till like my gums like heal up or something. And she even because they're like sensitive because the gums shifted up because like it's exposing more tooth. And so she had to use the like kids toothpaste or whatever for the drill. And she's like, I'm using the kids like less grain. I'm like, don't tell me
Less grain.
or whatever. Like I'm like, don't tell me that. Just tell me you're using
Don't
using a
ruin
normal.
my self-esteem already.
I did. It got trashed.
Let's go in there.
Wait.
Hey man, you suck at brushing, and just to let you down a little more, I'm gonna use this kid's toothpaste because I can't use the other one because you just suck.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, rifting. Rifting's hard. That's something we're eventually gonna acquire. I feel like maybe.
Maybe
But
not.
maybe not. We'll see how far this podcast goes, and we'll eventually get it. Well, it's because like, I mean, you look at, and I generally have actually thought about, like trying stand up when I'm older in a couple of years or something like that, and like trying and doing maybe like an open mic or something. Not that I have enough experience in life or funny stories that it would work, but just in general, and you generally have to like. It's honest. It's my. I'm all over the place. Wow, I can't talk. You have to have a good sense, I think, of situational comedy, which, personally, my favorite. It's my favorite type. I like situational comedy. Like you can be because it's one of those things where you have to be in like. You're just talking about. It's essentially a riff. That's what it is. You be in something, or you go up and you hear a comedian, like Bill Burr or Martin Lawrence or even Chris Rock, I think, in his new special. Bo Burnham essentially is one of those people. Like you look at their stand-ups and they'll be in a situation of where they're in the room and they're saying something, and like Bo Burnham's joke in I think it's his first stand-up on Netflix. He goes and he's like, and he goes, yeah, I was born in whatever city, and like people cheer, and he goes, yeah, woo, cities, all right, places, things, so exciting, and he like would essentially make that joke pretty much every time, but like things like that where it'll get a laugh depending on it's it's like one of those you had to be there things, but on an actual you have to be there to witness the comedy kind of thing. I think it translates into like YouTubers have to do it, not vloggers. Vloggers can. Hey guys, today we're taking out our trash. Taking out my trash with my friends, and that's all we're doing. But we're gonna extend it to 10 minutes. What? It's full, guys. I don't know how it got this full, but this isn't even my trash. We're in my friend's house, dude. But we're gonna take it out. I'm gonna take you guys along with me. That's essentially a vlogger, but you take things like that, and you take things like podcasts, comedy podcasts, stand up, whatever, sketches, doesn't matter. Rifting, I feel like, it's something you have to learn. It's definitely, I feel like it's something you have to kind of acquire. Like, I think I'm okay at it sometimes. I know I make jokes in situations where I think it goes pretty well, but that's my opinion. I don't know. It depends on if people laugh or not, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's definitely like a skill that some people have, some people don't.
I think it can be confused for dad jokes though sometimes, which is the unfortunate part. Like example, yesterday I was walking out of church with my roommate, and my roommate volunteers at the church we were at, and so he was talking to like one of the campus ministers, like one of the main guys, and he was like, it's like a multi-site church, so there's like the main campus, and there's like two more, and then they serve at 33rd Street Jail, which is it's like the main jail in Orlando, and they go there and they do services there for guys and girls separately, and because that's the rules there. They're not sexist or anything, right? Everybody calm down. But they go and they do that, and he's just like, hey, so you going to jail tomorrow? Like, not nonchalantly, like most people would hear that and be like, oh, that dude's getting arrested, like what? But he goes, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there volunteering from this time to this time. And he goes, cool. He's like, I don't know if I'm going to volunteer tomorrow or volunteer next week or whenever. I'll let you know. And he goes, cool. And so we walk away, and then I kind of turn back and I go, all right, see you in court. I thought it was funny, but yeah, see? There you go.
It's just like,
It's so dumb that it's funny,
yeah.
and sometimes they're like super quick, where it's just like, I don't, I don't know, I don't know. He thought. I think it depends on your comedy too. Like my roommate's girlfriend was with us, and she was dying, but um, the my roommate was just kind of like that was. He like chuckled, but he was like, "That was stupid. Like, why'd you say that?" So yeah,
Different strokes, different folks.
yeah, that's true. One thing I did want to talk about is the age-old question that we're gonna have for the rest of our lives. Where were you when Drake played Fortnite? Am I right? Where were you in 2018 when Drake played Fortnite?
I was on Twitter, and then Barstool tweeted it, and I just, yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah, I was in bed watching it, but
I didn't watch it. I just like saw it on Barstool.
I think that's crazy though, because of that. I saw a video today of the guy Ninja, the guy who played with Drake. The dude makes 500K a month
Just by like
just by
views.
playing video games, just by playing Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, he does Twitch and stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he has the most followers on Twitch. He has a crap like he just has so many subscribers. He has 5 million people on YouTube, and he has 1 million on Instagram. And it's insane. Like that happened within like 3 months, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I
Like,
mean,
what is I don't most you hear a lot of people where they're just like, I don't know, video gaming isn't like, it's not gonna catch on. With clearly it is. If Sports Center tweets about Drake playing video games,
yeah, it's definitely like caught on. Like I think it's there, but like, it's are people gonna like see it as a sport?
see, I don't know. You can take Rick Fox, for example, owns an esports team that does a couple things. I think it does CS:GO, and it has a couple competitive teams. Mainly, one of them is the League of Legends. And Rick, for those that don't know, Rick Fox was on the Lakers in. He was with the Shaq and Kobe team when they won back to back. Or was it back to back to back? I can't remember. Sports, it's hard. And so he was on that team, and like he's an actual athlete. You also know him probably from Holes as Sweet Feet. He's that guy. That's Rick Fox. You know, because who doesn't know what Holes is? There's an easy one for you. And he owns a team. His son really was into like League of Legends, and so they got a team before like they adopted like this huge buy-in stuff. And he's like, yeah, they have to. He's like, they have to practice. They have to come up with strategies. They have to use teamwork. He's like, it's not necessarily like physical as much as like football or basketball. Yeah, but he's like, it's the same thing. They have to go through mental training. They have to be mentally strong. They have to have like the same mentality as you would, if not more, than like a regular sports team. And he made like a thing of like, if chess can be considered like competitive chess, if that can be considered a sport, why is this not considered a sport? Which I think is
true.
which I think is a good analogy. Like people always forget chess is considered a sport, which is weird. But I don't know. I'm all for it being a sport, honestly. I know there's arguments for that it was going to be in the next Olympics. They're trying to get it in there, which Korea would absolutely crush. Anything that's not a first-person shooter that belongs to America.
Yeah, we would get wrecked, and
Well, because the League of Legends, they lose every year, and like I watch streams and I watch everything, but it's I think it's a sport. I'll put it out there. I think it's a sport. Hate me, fight me, do whatever you want to do. I think that's just because I'm a nerd, so I'm all for it. But yeah, it's interesting, and I think, well, because you look at the League of Legends, like World Championships, they had more watchers than the NBA Finals did one year, and that's pretty big. Like,
Well, I also think that because it is online and because you can stream it from wherever, then you're gonna get more viewers and it's worldwide. Well, with basketball, it's not stream. I mean, yeah, they have, excuse me, like ESPN and stuff like that to stream it, but you have to pay for that extra usually.
yeah,
Um,
that's a good point.
well, with Twitch, you just hop on and watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Which I know, you know, like Gary Vee and everybody was like, oh, I think he's like, he weighed in on the whole thing. They're like, he made a video. He was like, people are asking me like, what do you think about Drake playing Fortnite? What do you think about this esports stuff? And he like played old videos of like him in like 2014 and 15 of like, this stuff is gonna blow up. He's like, just wait, it's gonna be huge. He was right. All hail Gary Vee. He knows. Yeah. Wow, that's another callback to episode one. I think we talked about him last episode.
All right, I have no idea.
I think we did, but anyway. Oh, one thing I did want to say is at the end of there was I kind of went back and listened to the first episode. Apologize for what happened at the end there. I don't know why it just cut out, but it did. So whenever you listen to that, that wasn't supposed to happen. But to the point I was trying to make, we're figuring out a schedule of like we're gonna record this day, then we're gonna upload this day, hopefully, and we'll hopefully stick to that. I think we'll probably try and upload. I would say probably Saturdays. I think sounds good, or Thursdays. I don't know. Whatever works. I think it's more on my schedule rather than yours, Hunter. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty free in the afternoons, unless I have a game to work.
Well, as far as like uploading, I think that's just on me. I think recording.
Yeah.
Recording.
Unless
is
you
more,
like want help with it, but
I mean, it's not much. It's not that hard, but you know, whatever. So we'll kind of do a 2-in-1. We'll become good vloggers and YouTubers at the same time. This takes off, we'll make a vlog channel, even though we don't live close to each other at all.
mine would be so boring.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Or-
Well, I don't do anything in my life anyway, so.
And
Hey
even if I-
guys, welcome back to my vlog. Back at work again. Can't talk for long. Just want to say thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow when I'm back at work. All right, take care.
Yeah, like it would be me sitting in my office, me sitting in class, coming home, maybe going to a game that I have to work. That's it.
I mean, that's when you just gotta drop out. Gotta drop out, and then pursue
And then vlog.
pursue full on YouTuber, which is not a good state right now because they're just the way they pay is just all out of whack.
Yeah, it's not my expertise. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Yeah. Silence.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Dramatic effect. There it is, everybody. Key,
Um,
little tip for anyone trying to start a podcast like us: always pause for dramatic effect.
oh, I'm getting another tattoo tomorrow.
That's like, it's like what, number 9?
6. Number 6.
Okay,
But this one,
I've yet to get one.
my brother and sister wanted to get matching ones, like
Oh,
tattoos.
nice. Oh, that's
Uh,
so cute.
And so my brother went on
That's
Pinterest
adorable.
and
Which you guys should
found
never do.
probably the most
Watch
feminine
your
one.
wording here.
I did most feminine one, and it's like 3 arrows tied together with a string or something.
More like sugar gay.
Okay, let's not steal their joke.
Dude, we're just like a copycat of that podcast. That's the only reason we did this.
But
Let's be
they're
honest with that.
10 times funnier, 10 times
100%.
better at it.
100%. Well, they've also been doing it longer, but
It's true.
You know, it'll come. It'll come. Like I said, quiet skill. Just keep going. People will power through these. You know. We'll see what it is.
Do you have any ideas for a persuasion speech topic?
That's what we're going to talk about on this. This is your homework. Your homework. That's what we've come to. All right, everybody. That was the podcast. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week when we talk about my homework. We'll go over some coding and we'll see what we can build together.
I need help, guys.
I don't know. Persuasion. That sounds like you're in like high school. Write a persuasion essay of this prompt.
It's a speech, not an essay.
You know what I mean?
If you have any ideas, text me.
Of what? Of what? Like
Anything.
Is anything?
Anything that can be persuaded.
Why athletes should not get paid? Just listen to our last. Just have her listen to our last podcast.
I really should, but like,
And
you guys
then-
should listen to our podcast.
Here you go. This is my opinion. This is my persuasion essay. Give me an A. No, I don't.
Okay, I might do that actually. Just why athletes shouldn't get paid.
I think it's there's enough evidence to support both claims. Because
Yeah.
I know you have to provide points on like the counter argument in a persuasive essay, at least from when I took speech. That was what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah. Is my microphone low? Am I
No.
talking? Am I talking? Okay. I'm like looking at the like meter, and it doesn't look like it's going very high. But I thought about buying like a one of those mixers, not mixers. I don't know. You like plug them in. It's where you can put in mics and you can control like the loudness and everything manually. And it's supposed to like, essentially, it's like another condenser, like what's on this thing on the microphone.
Mhm.
The fluffy part, as we like to call it in the biz. It's like it acts like another condenser where it just kind of takes in, purifies the audio. But I don't know. It's like $90. I don't think it was worth it.
Let's like wait till episode 5 or 6.
Yeah, we'll see if we're making some fat stacks after that.
See how many sponsors come our way.
We'll see if. Well, I mean, hey man, we already said. I was gonna make a joke on who we got sponsored by, but I completely forgot what I said earlier.
MeUndies.
No, that's their joke. Let's not steal that. No, I said it earlier this episode. I don't know. I can't remember. We'll come back to it, but yeah. Anyway, as far as like creative stuff, I think this is the only thing I'm doing right now, other than again at kind of reliable movie reviews. But yeah, as far as creative projects, I think this is good to like do at kind of our age, I guess. Kind of gets a head start because you see all these people later in life that are like, because I don't know why podcasts are on the rise right now, but they are. So like imagine we have a job and this actually takes off, that we've been doing it for like maybe a year. I think it goes pretty well.
Put it down on the resume.
Put it down on the resume. Podcast.
Start a podcast.
Listen to it.
Please don't listen to it because I probably trash talked you, but I made one.
I made one.
Oh, speaking of, my application to one of the jobs I applied to got moved to the second round.
Oh,
So,
where's that at?
Western Carolina.
Oh, all right. So not Orlando, where we could actually do this in person.
Not Orlando.
Alright. All right, guys, this is it for Hunter. We'll be here next week with another guest. I don't know.
Oh, I'm just a guest. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. No. Imagine though, like next week we just come back and it's only one of us and we just start ranting on something. Like each week we just start switching off. We'll be so
it's
confused.
it's just neither of us at one point.
It's just neither. We have someone complete. My roommate and your roommate just start talking. So what's your name? Ben. Cool. Hey Ben, I'm Aaron.
Ben's not my roommate.
Oh, dang it.
It's alright
Thatcher.
though.
Thatcher. You know,
Thatcher.
There you go. What up, Thatch? I met you like twice. Yeah, I mean it's whatever. But is that a place you would like want to move?
I mean, it's a job.
Yeah. You're not wrong. It's a job. I mean,
Um,
I would. Is that North or South Carolina?
North Carolina, yeah.
I think that's a great place to live. I want to live in
Yeah.
North Carolina.
And it's
got
right next to
mountains,
the
it's got
Tennessee border.
wooded areas. It's got a beach, you know.
Yeah, well, this is like in the middle of like the state forest in the west, and it's like right
That's
next
still
to
pretty cool.
the Tennessee border.
That's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but I need to call them.
North Carolina is like a drive to where you really don't have to go far to go to either what you want. So, but yeah, yeah. That's a good point. I would want to live there. I don't know why people like. I understand how people are like, oh, Florida's always sunny and it's always just so nice, which false. It's always humid, like the inside of an LA steam room. It's never cold, which I think is a downside.
What, Florida?
Yeah.
I mean, it's cold for like 3 weeks.
Oh, woo! Nice. I don't know. Colorado gets as much sun as Florida does, honestly. Like, it's fact. Fact.
Well, if you want, like, for a sunshine state, I'd say Nevada. Vegas is sunny all the time.
I'd go to Utah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, as for like for being like known for something, like whenever I'm in Vegas, it's always sunny, and it's like a dry heat, so you're not profusely
yeah.
sweating.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. I think it depends, but
Alright.
no,
The fact that we're talking about weather, I feel like we need to.
yeah, you're probably right on that. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we'll figure out a schedule, and we'll kind of hopefully we'll have these uploaded, and so people actually listen to them and might get topic suggestions. I'm hoping at one point we can get to a point of like it's questions like Q&A or like do this or like I hate to read. I know people have done it all the time, but like read certain tweets or like that kind of thing. I think it'd be a funny spot, in all honesty. But again,
Well, knowing our friend group, the moment we open up questions, we're getting
yeah,
some weird ones for sure.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. That necessarily would not be a good idea, but I mean,
I think it'd be a great
I'll think
idea.
about it. I mean, yeah. Well, I feel like it might also be a little bit too personal, but at this point, who cares? Like, who's actually listening? I don't know.
I mean, if you guys want, like, I don't mind getting personal. I'm a pretty open book.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
So yeah, if you guys have listened up until this point,
Congratulations.
drop a tweet,
Drop a subscribe. Drop a follow. Drop a like.
drop a follow on the tweet.
We get to 5,000 likes.
If we get to 20 likes, 20 likes
Or
and
followers.
30
or any,
followers,
Or anything
I will.
numerical that benefits us.
I will.
Suspense
I don't know.
is killing me.
Let's get there, and then I'll
We'll take a poll. But, alright.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks guys for listening.